Life is full of challenges, ups and downs. We all have things that we struggle with, things that we wish could magically disappear from our lives and make our lives a whole lot easier. Like Paul, we've prayed to God countless times, if this thorn in our flesh could be removed, and like Paul, God has said to us, my grace is sufficient for you. It's not a sin to have difficulty. It's not bad to have a challenge. Most Christians feel ashamed because of their challenges, be it emotional, financial, social, mental, or otherwise. God gives us challenges for a reason. Challenges are part of our lives. The Bible says that all things worketh together for the good of those that love God. What that means is that setback you faced, the heartbreak you got, the incredible loss you had to bear, and the things that turned your world upside down, everything is working together for your good. The problem is, we as Christians forget that the Bible says that the branch that bears much fruit, God will prune. Jesus is the vine and we are the branches, and our purpose for being here, our mission here on earth, is to bear much fruit. God will put that branch that bears fruit through some kind of pain to give it a glorious harvest, much more than anyone could have imagined. Whosoever the Lord loves, He chastens. He puts them through things to bring out the best in them. He puts them through the fire to bring them out as gold. He makes sure that there is a glorious transformation, a glorious shift on dimensions, a glorious evolution in the lives of those He loves. We are the seeds of God, and as seeds we have been planted here on earth to grow into a mighty harvest. But the problem is that when you are being planted, you can't tell the difference between when you are planted and when you're buried, because it looks the same. And so we view our situations like that's the end, that's the most we can be, that's all we can get from life. But the truth is, when a seed is planted, it undergoes different kinds of transformation and different kinds of changes. There's a whole lot of darkness, and it's as if all the light in your life have been taken away. You feel the walls closing in, you can't breathe, you begin to panic. It feels so hard because of the process happening inside of you, the process of growth, and it's very uncomfortable. You begin to get regrets, to look for a way out. The outer shell of the seed begins to break, and it is painful. But through it all, there's just one thing you shouldn't do. One thing you cannot afford. One thing you just fight hard to avoid, and that is giving up. You cannot give up now. You've come too far to give up now. You're about to explode to the surface. You're about to get that breakthrough that you've been hoping for. You may have tried one too many times and nothing has worked, but this time might just be that one that makes the difference. You are no longer a seed but a plant that is about to break the soil. You have one foot in your promised land. You're just moments away from your breakthrough. Your days and arms have risen for a remembrance into heaven. God is about to promote you to your next level. You cannot be ordinary. You cannot be mediocre. Your suffering is about to end. Your tears are about to be swallowed up in joy. Your prayer request is about to be answered, and all you've hoped for, all you've dreamt about, you are on the brink of receiving. You cannot give up now. What will your children say about you? What will people say about you? What will God say about you? What will your life stand for after you're gone? Will you be known as a fighter, as someone who was resilient and got what they wanted, or will you be known as an almost person or a nearly person? Will you be known as a quitter? What will be your legacy? The Bible says Abraham, against all hope, believed in hope. And he did not consider the deadness of his own body or the deadness of Sarah's womb. He staggered not in unbelief, and his resilient faith got him his promised child. When people must have thought that he was crazy, he believed. When the devil would have been whispering different things in his ear, he chose to believe God and stand firm against all logic against human perception, against all wisdom. He believed in God. He had walked with God for 24 whole years, from when he was 75 and now almost 100 years old, and he knew that he had come too far to give up now. I don't know what your situation may be, but don't give up on God. Do not give up on yourself. You are on track for your blessing. Child of God, stand firm and see this day your victory, because God has already marked you for a miracle. You cannot give up now. If you feel the urge to quit, don't. If you feel like you can't go on anymore, hang on. God is never late. If you feel like you've tried your best and still failed and still come up short, just remember that all things work together for the good of those that love God. Whatever you dream, whatever you plan, whatever your hope is, you must remember that quitting is not an option. When Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he felt like quitting. He felt like he couldn't do it anymore. He prayed and said, "If it's your will, let this cup pass me by." He was under a lot of pressure and wanted to give up, but then he held on. He said, "Let your will, God, and not mine be done." He had come too far to quit. He had fulfilled all the prophecies leading up to his death. He had gotten to the last point of his assignment, and so he knew that he couldn't give up. He knew what was at stake and went for the ultimate prize. Likewise, we should do the same. You cannot give up now. You're too close to your victory, too close to your breakthrough to turn around. You've come too far to give up now.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out any of the new videos we're going to be putting out. Like this video and share it with your friends and family and other people that you think would benefit from this video. Growth Addict, grow your faith.